A lot of people have been talking about whether Thermonuclear Godzilla is stronger than Supercharged Evolved Godzilla. Two insanely powerful forms of the king of the monsters. We'll go over each form's origin, powers, and anatomy, then pit them against each other to see who would win in a fight to the death. Let's break it down and figure out who wins. First up, Thermonuclear Godzilla. This version showed up in Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 2019. In that movie, Godzilla gets the upper hand on King Ghidorah off the coast of Isla de Mara, and then they get hit with the oxygen destroyer. Ghidorah is fine, but Godzilla, he almost died. The humans end up reviving him with a nuke, yeah, a whole nuke, which did end up revitalizing him a little too well, because the atomic bomb gave him more energy than he could contain. But when Mothra sacrifices herself, she passes down some kind of ability to help him cool off. That's when he gradually transforms into Thermonuclear Godzilla. Now let's talk anatomy. His whole body glows bright orange, almost like lava. His nuclear pulses are much more lethal, but they get weaker with every pulse and with distance. He used it to literally vaporize King Ghidorah. It's brutal, but this form doesn't last forever. The energy burns fast, and he will explode, but what comes out of the smoke is Godzilla in his base form. Now let's talk about the upgraded form from Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire 2024. Supercharged Evolved Godzilla. So this version of Godzilla absorbs a ton of radiation from the Arctic and comes out looking a bit different. He has a variety of new abilities, and he can go supercharged at will, which is slightly less powerful than Thermo. In the middle of fighting Scar King and Shimo, Godzilla goes supercharged, seen as a pink glow from the tip of his tail, making its way up and covering his entire body. His atomic breath becomes a beam with a corkscrew particle effect, kind of like burning Godzilla's spiral ray from the older movies, but even sharper. And the crazy thing is, he can now store more radiation safely in this evolved form, 20 times more. So he doesn't burn out like Thermonuclear Godzilla does. He's stronger, faster, more durable, and he keeps his cool, literally. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your kaiju-loving friends. It helps way more than you think. Now let's move on to see who would most likely win. Let's line these two monsters up side by side. Thermonuclear Godzilla is raw power. He's unstable, burning hot, and releases powerful pulses. His durability can make him almost immune to anything, but he's on a timer. His energy runs out, and if he stays in that form too long, he explodes. Supercharged Evolved Godzilla, on the other hand, isn't just strong, he's smart, adaptable, and fully in control. He evolved to store more radiation. He uses it more efficiently, and he can supercharge whenever he wants. He's faster, leaner, and doesn't overheat. Also, his atomic breath is more focused and longer ranged. And according to official sources, the atomic breath is like a few pulses from Thermo, narrowed and concentrated into a single beam. So now the big question, who wins in a fight to the death? So based on what we know of Thermo and Supercharged Evolved, Thermo has much better durability and endurance than Supercharged Evolved. So with that logic, an atomic breath coming from Supercharged Evolved might do a lot less damage. Supercharged Evolved Godzilla is built differently. He has less durability than Thermo, but not too far behind, so a pulse may do some damage. But the extra durability helps to mitigate some of the damage. But given that the farther you are from Thermo, and the fact that the damage weakens after every pulse, the damage could vary every time. Next factor is duration. How long can each form last? Thermo exploded after only a few pulses and reverted back to base form. Note that this form had more energy than normal, but Supercharged Evolved has way more energy than Thermo. Also, given that Supercharged Evolved uses less energy and contains more, suggests that it can last way longer. So with all that in mind, I think it's safe to say that the stronger one is Godzilla's. Supercharged Evolved form. Here's how it would work. Because Supercharged Evolved has more radiation and uses it more efficiently, it will only be a matter of time before Thermo reverts back to base. Once that happens, Supercharged Evolved can just finish the fight. But hey, that's just what I concluded based off official information. So I could be wrong. What do you think? Would Thermonuclear Godzilla pull off a surprise win? Or do you agree that Evolved Godzilla takes the crown? Drop your opinion down in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.